Hey everyone, it's me. Today I'm going to make my own British beer. So what could go wrong? So let's get started. If I die from making this video, someone tell my mom I love her, and then someone else go clear my browser history. Thank you. Oh my God. Can I interest you a box inside a box? All right, well, in the very hygienic kitchen today, we are going to be brewing a golden ale. Ooh. Okay, we got packets. We got tins. We have no manual. Oh, just kidding. We got more stuff. And we have a sheet of paper, so that's good, right? Okay, this is starting to look like kind of serious. There's a lot, I see the word sterilize a lot. But surely, if they didn't want an idiot to do it, they wouldn't have shipped it to me. All right, I'm gonna be honest. I read the instructions, and I'm still confused. I think the best place to start is we need to sterilize everything. And we got some sterilizer, and then literally soak everything in it, I guess. Who's to know, really? Maybe somebody who understood the instructions. Let me go. I don't know. I don't know what I'm doing. Okay, I think I figured it out. We are going to mix some sterilizing powder in our bucket. We're gonna sterilize everything that's gonna touch our ale. We're also supposed to stand these in hot water for 5 minutes. Don't know what that's about. And then things start to happen. This is probably a bad idea. First up, warm water. Get a little bit on the floor just in case. Then we want our sterilizer. Don't look at the pile on the floor, okay? Don't look at how I live. Don't ask me where I got these. Okay, so let's scrub this. We also want to scrub our spoon. I need a sponge. Where's the sponges at? All right, so everything's been sterilized. Our cans have been sitting in hot water. Let's open them up. It looks like, what's that black goo? It's like Marmite. We're gonna be drinking Marmite, which is kind of true, isn't it? In some ways. I can only imagine everybody screaming at their screens that I'm doing this wrong. Oh, yep, you're right. It just keeps coming. Do you guys think I can pour and record at the same time? Here we go. Oh, look at that. Beautiful. Okay, so the next instruction, which we're just taking off of this box, we pour the cans in, and then we are adding 3.5 liters of boiling water, and then we're gonna top it up with cold water till it hits 20.5 liters, and then we're gonna mix. How difficult can that be, right? All right, we have our first hot water allotment. Oh my God. Oh my God. It's like a solid mass down there. We need to act quickly. This is not going how I thought it would go. Actually, it kind of is. Okay, while our next kettle is going, I feel like we should get to work on stirring this. It's so thick. It's like syrup. Oh, can you see the steam? This is actually kind of gross. I'm questioning every choice I've ever made up until right now. Here comes some more boiling water. Oh God. Let's give it a little bit of a stir. Less like syrup now, so I feel like we must be doing something right. Oh man. Okay, now we want to top it up with 20.5 liters of cold tap water. How much was that? 20.5. 1, 2, 20. A 0.5 for good luck. Okay, so this is full. This is heavy. Oh my God. Okay, I think we're ready for the next steps. Next up, we are adding a hop sachet and then a yeast sachet. Do you say sachet or do you say sachet? Leave a comment down below. We are adding hop first. Hop first. And then we are adding the yeast. Oh, they really don't want me to get in there. Mmm, delicious. Okay, so done a bunch of stirring. I don't know what the clumps are. And I've done my best to try and break them apart. But at this point, I feel like, let's just seal her up. So we've got our lid. Beautiful. All right, now apparently we also got one of these. I'm not totally certain what we're doing with that. So apparently we pop her in all the way down. Undetermined. That's as far as we're gonna go. And we put just a tiny little bit of water in there. Does that look all right? Sure, Alanna, it looks fine. Do you guys feel like we've done something great today, or are you screaming? Because you're probably screaming. All right, so the instructions say that we need to let it stand for 4 to 6 days. So, this, very heavy, extremely heavy, so it will not be going far. I think we just tuck it in a corner somewhere and just leave it. So this has been, seems like it's taking forever. This has been day 1 of Alanna makes her own British beer. All right, I will check back in with you guys very shortly. Fingers crossed. Hello. So welcome back. It's been about 5 or 6 days. I really don't know. Now the challenge that I set, oh, did you see that? Now the challenge that I set for myself was I wanted to do this just using the instructions provided. I didn't want to do further reading. I didn't want to watch YouTube videos. I just wanted to do it with the very minimal instructions that I was given. And at this point, I am doubting that decision. So it's been about 5 or 6 days. Unfortunately, you're supposed to keep it like at a moderate temperature. If you live in England, wow, it's been cold lately, hasn't it? It has been so cold the last week, and unfortunately, I'm not a millionaire, so I can't afford to keep my heating on all the time. So in reality, I think this is dead. Or at least horribly, horribly mutated. Anywho, based on this, 4 to 6 days in a warm place. That didn't happen. So I think at this point we're gonna continue on. Is it ready? I don't know. Will it ever be ready? I also don't know. I will say it has been gurgling quite a lot. So that makes me feel like it's alive, maybe? Let's just try this, eh? Why not? Give it a go. Hello. Do I need gloves? I have no idea, but I got them anyway. I feel like you're so far away. Why don't you come closer? Hello. Nothing's gonna get in one shot anyway. So, since we can't do the sanitizing stuff in this anymore, I've got a bucket with our sanitizing liquid. I got all the stuff that we're gonna use in it. We are using some really sciencey stuff. And guess what? I did not do well in science. So we have our measuring thingy. We also have our hydrometer. Ooh. Come on now. What do I do if I can't get it out? Do we just call it quits? Thank you so much for watching. If you would like to watch more, if you'd like to watch more content. Oh, for the love of God, these stupid gloves. Finally. Okay, the fun thing is both sets of instructions, of very minimal instructions, say that you should bottle at certain levels, which is fun. Anyway, I haven't taken this off this whole time, and I'm kind of terrified. What if I can't open it? Do we just end the video there? Thank you guys so much for watching. Ready? The moment of truth. Ew! Okay, well, we've got what? What is floating on the top? I don't know. God, that is so gross. I will say it smells like beer. Okay, so we are filling this up. Let me sit on the ground. You guys are not going to be able to see this. Just take my word for it. Now, I got a beaker that I sanitized so I could scoop some beer out. It's so gross. Hey, that's perfect. Okay, I don't feel like I should pour that back in, so we're just going to say goodbye to that beer. Then we have this hydro sciencey thing that we're going to plop in. Fingers crossed, everybody. Everything's been sanitized, so who knows? Let me show you what that looks like. Where's my phone? Okay, so we have it in the tube. We have the sciencey thing. I pushed it all the way to the bottom, so it's sort of like chilling. Now we gotta read it, which is a totally different question. Anyway, that kind of looks like beer though, doesn't it? Or we're about to get horribly, horribly sick. We can't bottle until it is dropped to 1.006 or lower. I think, so we're still in like the 2s, which is fun. Okay, well, hello. It looks like we can't yet bottle, which is annoying, but I also think that I don't know if we're ever gonna be, like, it's been cold. Do you know what I mean? I'm sure beer experts in the comments are pulling their hair out. Anyway, I've just used up so much of the sanitizing stuff, so I hope we have enough when the bottling section comes around. Anyway, I guess I'm gonna dump this and put the old girl back to sleep. All right, everybody, the bucket is back, sealed up. Also, I realized that the airlock I think I had was way too high up, so that's a fun realization to have day 6. Anyway, let's try again tomorrow, shall we? Hey guys, so I lied. My bad. It's been more than 24 hours. I figured where it's been cold, it's probably, you know, moving a bit slower. Does that make sense? Things are happening slower. So I've left it way longer. I'm not totally sure how long. But he has been gurgling away, so that must be good, right? Let me put you on my little tripod. So I have sterilized our testers. I cut myself quite a few times on Twitch last night because I was doing a craft. I should not be allowed to do crafts unsupervised. Anyway, I'm wearing gloves today because I don't want whatever this is to enter my wounds. All right, here we go. I haven't actually opened this since we filmed last, which was like a million years ago. This has just become like a staple of the kitchen. He just lives here now. Oh my God. Oh my God. Okay, we have sewer water. Yum. Cheers, everybody. And in goes our sciencey thingy. Oh my God, it's not ready. Hey, you know what? We're definitely closer than we were last time, but not quite. All right, well, I'll see you again in an undetermined amount of time. Don't go anywhere. Good morning, everybody. Well, it has been a bunch of more days. Our Pete, our jug of Pete has been a staple in the kitchen. He's part of the family now. It's kind of sad to see him go. I am almost certain that it is ready to go now. I just was getting the sanitizer and stuff ready, and guess what? I dropped our tester and now there are shards of glass all over the floor and we cannot test our beer. So that means I need to buy another one of those testers. I also need to buy more sanitizer because I've just used the rest of it up. And this project continues on for another day. But Pete is doing just fine. He's gurgling, not as much anymore, but he's doing well. Also, the temperature has kind of gone up in the last couple of days, so he's been a bit warmer, a bit toastier. I honestly think he's ready, but not today. It's not gonna happen today. So I'm gonna go buy some more stuff. And I hope you guys like this video. It feels a bit cursed at this point, but what are you gonna do? All right, I'm leaving now. I gotta go pick up pieces of glass. Yay! Hey guys, welcome back. So it's been a bunch of days again. Old Pete has just been hanging out on the floor. If he is not ready today, I will scream, and that's a promise. Ta-da! We've got everything sanitized. Fingers crossed. Good luck, little one. I think we're there. Oh my God, I've never gotten this far before. Okay, everybody, well, I bought some bottles like weeks ago and now we can finally use them. So I have them sanitized. They're just sitting for a minute and then we have a little siphon. So we are siphoning this brown gunk water into our beer bottles. Now, I also think we are putting sugar in the beer bottles and then they're going to sit for potentially another 2 to 3 weeks. So we might finish this video in 2024. Who knows? Okay, so I just read the instructions, the second set of instructions, and this one says we're doing ½ a teaspoon per bottle. How fun. Good thing I have sugar. Hi, my name's Alanna and I'm terrified. We are starting with these 6. They've been sanitized and sugared. And we have this thing here. And I am wearing a white jumper. So, hi, welcome to my channel where I am most definitely going to get botulism. Can you get botulism from this? I feel like you can. Okay, so, cheers, everybody. Mmm, tasty. Okay, fingers crossed. Ah! This is gonna take a long time, isn't it? I have not mastered the art of this. Someone send help. Look at what we got here. So, we just didn't have enough distance from this to down here, and I was kind of considering maybe just cutting this, but I only have one, so this seems to have worked. You can't see in the bottle, but it's just very precarious. So, you know, we're just out here trying new stuff. I guess the question is like, how high do you fill it? Maybe we could do just a little bit more. Don't fall out, I swear to God. I'm shocked. We have a bottle of beer after all this time. Okay, now I just need to do that like 24 more times. It's worked! I don't even know. You probably can't see absolutely anything. So I'm going to fill up the rest of these and I will check back in with you shortly. Oh my God, I can't believe we're finally here. Hello, wow. What a time we've been having here. So just filling up all my beer bottles. I don't know if you can see, we got a little bit of a mess down here. I fill them up and then I let them sit and I top them up because like once the foam on like the head goes down. But there's been a couple instances where I've panicked and rather than closing off the spigot, whatever you want to call it, I turn it full blast. So we got a little bit of beer on the floor, but that's okay. It smells like a brewery in here. Other than the slight mess on the ground, I'm actually kind of surprised. Will this taste good? I think you know the answer to that, but we're gonna try anyway. I certainly have learned a lot doing this process, wrong. And I think if I were to do it again, I know so much more than I did when I first started doing this, which was I knew absolutely nothing. But I'm excited to try. So I'm just going to top up some of these just a little bit more. And then they all kind of need a wipe down because there's beer literally everywhere. And then we're supposed to put them, in like a cool place, I think. I think it's either cool or warm. We'll have to check on that. And then we just let them sit for like 2 weeks. So I need to find a place for these guys. All right, so we have, I think I have 12? About 12 pints. The jug calls for way more than that, but like I don't have space for this many bottles. So we're gonna do 12. We need to close all these up before an accident happens. Oh man, that's tough. My hands are so beery. All right, everybody. So, did a spot cleaning. The floor was soaked in beer. So that is dealt with. And we have our beautiful bottles. So filled, I wiped down the outside of them with like a nice new sponge. Ooh, how exciting. And now they're gonna sit for an undetermined amount of time. So I will check back in with you guys later. Fingers crossed, everybody. But to be honest, I didn't even think we'd get here. So I'm feeling pretty accomplished. Hello, everybody. Who else is terrified? Let me bring the table closer. All right, so it's time for the taste test, and I am truly, truly scared. So it has been weeks. I figure the longer is probably better. I don't know why I thought that. I just feel like that is right. I have put this particular one in the fridge for the last day or so, so it is properly cold. We're gonna pour it out and just see what happens. Oh my God. Okay. Here we go. Look at that. Okay, is it supposed to look like that? I don't know. I literally know so little about beer. This probably wasn't the best idea for me to do, but you know what? You gotta start somewhere, and I'm learning. Now, I imagine that this is gonna have sediment in the bottom, so there's a little bit left. I tried to sort of leave that in, and this is what we are left with. So is it supposed to be that type of color? I honestly don't know. I don't even remember what type of beer we made. So who knows? Cheers, everybody. I mean, it tastes like beer. Isn't that great? Not really. It's not fabulous, but honestly, the color I think looks really impressive. People in the comments are probably like, oh my God, it's not supposed to be that color. It tastes like beer. It doesn't, I mean, it tastes clean. Is that something? I don't know what to say. It's carbonated. Is it really good? Not really. But to be honest, I wasn't really expecting much, and this is better than what I was expecting. Okay, so I just had my partner taste it because he knows a bit more about beer than I do, because I know absolutely nothing. And guess what? He said it's great. So the points that he made tastes a little bit weak. Maybe beer people in the comments can let me know. Is that less time in the bucket, more time in the bucket? I imagine it's probably less time in the bucket. Anyway, he said it tastes a little bit weak, but it tasted great. And he's absolutely had pints like this at the pub. And you know what? I'll take that as a win. You guys, I am so excited. This video has taken me what feels like a million years. I'm really happy. And if you've made it this far in the video or you skipped ahead, thank you so much for watching. Cheers. You know what? It's growing on me. If you would like to watch more videos, which would be totally awesome, why not check out this one where I talk about why British people are obsessed with trains. But as always, thank you guys so much for watching, and until next time, bye!